This is the second time I've tried to do this because it keeps getting fucked up. Alright, first of all, asking an opinion on the YouTube beta channel design that I have for my channel, because the response has been about 50-50. The people that have commented on it, about half of them like it, about half of them don't. I kind of like it because it makes it easier to find somebody's videos without having to go through 1,000 different fucking pages. But if you find it to not be user-friendly, if the majority find it to not be user-friendly, then I will change it. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Go to my channel page and look it over and tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think. Secondly, Ojama Flipper, if you were watching this, I have the quote framed. I got that shit done. I have two quotes on here. One is from Ojama Flipper, and the other one, I'm not sure who said it because it was on a different channel, and I can't find the name. But Ojama Flipper says, this one-track mindset that links religious people, conspiracy theorists, conservatives, and many other groups is a deeper problem of human psychology, the consequence rather than an effect of the doctrine they subscribe to, whatever that may be. Willful ignorance, what a beautiful use of the gift of cognitive thought. Fucking dicks. Epic quote. The second epic quote on here is, Paris Hilton is amazing to me. How can a person be so incomprehensibly wealthy and so completely and utterly worthless at the same time? She is of no value to the species. The fact that people are willing to pay her simply to exist bodes ill for humanity. The apocalypse can't come fast enough. And I've attributed that to Anon because I don't know who the fuck said it. So these will be hanging up over there, but my head will probably be blocking it, so just for future reference it'll be over there. So I did that. Now a lot of people that are good people that aren't dicks or trolls have been asking me to talk about what I think about the whole idea of the New World Order or whatever, and I'm sick and tired of talking about these conspiracy theories, but I will humor you on one condition. Please stop asking me for a while. I've way too much shit. It's frustrating to my brain to deal with these people. They're just as bad as religious people as some of the shit that they say, and I frankly can't deal with it. But I'll humor you. All right. What do you mean by New World Order? If you mean, do I think there's some group of some super secret like Legion of Doom of powerful men that meet in a smoke-filled room and decide the fate of humanity? No, I don't believe that. And the reason why is because they wouldn't need to. The means through which society is controlled are very obvious. They're very plain, and they don't even need to lie about it. You're tricked into buying things through the fear of inadequacy or the fear of not having something that somebody else has or whatever it may be. You're made to vote for somebody because they tell you about how dangerous a crime is in the area or something like that, and how only they can fix it. Fear is what controls us. But this isn't even a secret. This is very obvious. You can see it as soon as you turn on the TV. If you're talking about, do I think that this government is moving towards infringing on our rights? Yeah. But it's not done secretly. It's done very publicly. And it's done by the people you voted for. If you don't want things like the Patriot Act voted for, you shouldn't elect those people again. Don't vote for them. The Patriot Act wasn't decided in some secret room and then just, enacted. Congress voted on that shit. They did that. Right in front of everybody. It wasn't a secret. It's the same way that they screwed us with the Federal Reserve. They did it very publicly. Alright? So I don't think there's some shadow group controlling all of us. All right. If you mean by New World Order, do you mean, you might be talking about the idea that we're moving towards a one world government? And yeah, I think probably we are, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing at all. It all depends on what kind of government it is, how they go about creating it or enforcing it. That's a question that needs to be asked. But do I automatically think that a one world government is a bad idea? No, not necessarily. I think if we're ever to progress really far, we're going to need a one world government, because eventually we're all going to kill each other if we can't all get on the same side. And since we're not mature enough to think of ourselves as all being on the same side because we're human beings, we might as well think of ourselves on the same side because we're under the same government. There's not necessarily a problem with that. So, I don't believe that there's some super secret group controlling us. I don't believe in Illuminati, or I don't believe that Freemasons are controlling everything or whatever. The problem is that it's kind of like what the CIA does. The CIA acts super secret and shit so that you think they're better than they are. So that some people think that maybe they do have some Jason Bourne shit going down. I just don't think they do. But they propagate the myth because it helps them. That's why Freemasons are so secret, because it makes them seem more powerful than they are, because nobody knows what they're doing, and shit like that. But I don't think some super secret group is out there to control everything. And there's no reason that powerful rich people would cooperate, because they all the one thing you can guarantee yourself about rich people is they want more money, and they don't want to share power with other rich people. You know what I'm saying? If they were all in on the same side, then you wouldn't have monopolies. If they were smart, they'd all work together and fix prices, but they don't. Shit like that. I don't really know what else to say. But you'll find that many of the comments made by my detractors in these last couple of videos, make it sound like I think the government is some great, good, that would never lie to us about anything. Of course not. But I also think they're incompetent when it comes to a lot of things. And that's why the government is allowing itself to be run by private interests. Why do you think there's so much trouble getting fucking alternative energy to be a huge deal? Well, because the oil companies are paying people off. Why do you think it's so hard to push for socialized medicine, which I don't think we have the money for? But the main reason that they won't do it, because nobody really gives a shit about whether we can afford it, is because the insurance companies have a lot of money and therefore a lot of influence. But this isn't secret shit. You don't have to look very far to see it. So I really hope that answers the question. Let's drop this for a while for the sake of my mental health, and because I know a lot of you are getting very bored with it, and so am I. So, all right.